After Heidi was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2011, she underwent chemotherapy, surgery and radiotherapy, but by June 2012, assuming all was fit and well, she was back in the gym and swimming again. Unfortunately, in October, the cancer returned, and within a very short period, Heidi passed away. I set up Heidi's Heroes in 2013, a year after Heidi died, as a tribute to a wonderful woman. Heidi was a fantastic wife, mother, daughter, friend and teacher to many. Heidi had been a swimmer for most of her life, and her greatest achievement was winning a Commonwealth silver medal in Edmonton in 1978.
Heidi was a Commonwealth swimmer.
And England have come through into third place. That's Heidi Turk at the bottom of the picture.
She won a silver medal in the 70s, alongside a famous name.
Left to right, Kay Lovett, Heidi Turk, Cheryl Brazendale and Sharon Davis.
We were introduced to a lady called Claire Late, who was a specialist cancer physiotherapist. And with Claire, we've now set up the fitness classes, which run twice a week, specifically for cancer patients, either pre-operation, post-operation, and also those with secondary cancers.
So I do an advisory clinic and work alongside Maggie's over in Cheltenham. And a lot of people were coming and saying that they were, recovering from their treatments, but they needed to be able to get active again. Or some people were saying, through their treatments, they also were struggling to keep their fitness levels up. Or even people that were pre-surgery, pre-treatment, wanting to get fit before their surgery and treatments. And there just wasn't anything available, so that's why we approached Heidi's Heroes and said, would it be possible to set up something, and that's where it's gone, and we've just had more and more people inquiring from lots of different tumour groups, lots of different people, different parts of their pathway, and it's been great to see people changing from being unsteady with their balance and being a little bit weaker to suddenly being able to have strength, to the point of a lady saying to me the other day that she was able to run across the car park without being out of breath. And again, a gentleman that attends here today who came to me in the middle of the class and said, when I first came, I couldn't go round the circuit without holding your hand, and now he's able to run up and down. So those benefits are huge and very rewarding and great.
With Claire, she told me about this circuit that was going on, which was great for me because I've had 6 operations in 2 years because of my breast cancer and a genetic predisposition to breast and ovarian, so I've had a lot of operations, and this circuit training for me has been amazing because I can build up my strength before an operation, and then I can do the recovery after the operation. And with Claire on hand as well as a specialist physio, it's great because she can then advise me what I should and shouldn't be doing, so it's really helpful. It's lovely to meet all these people, and there's something motivating about the fact that we've all been through the same thing, and then to see people get stronger and people work harder, it's motivating in itself, and it's really good for our mental health, I expect, as well as our physical health.
I met Claire Late through physio, which I was having physio, and she introduced me to this class. And I retired in August last year, and the first Monday I retired I came here and I haven't looked back. It's the best thing I've ever done. It's got me back out of the chair, it's got me exercising, it's got me back swinging a golf club, which I'd all lost interest in, and it's just literally changed my life completely. And I can't, every Monday, nothing is arranged at home on a Monday morning because I'm here. It's as simple as that. And the class, I love it. I can't get enough of it.
Heidi died, I turned to a charity called Cruise, a bereavement charity, and I was surprised at how ill-funded they were, and the charity was really running on a shoestring. So we thought we'd include that in the three main things we wanted to support. So Cruise is obviously the first one.
Cruise in Gloucestershire helps around 550 people every year. That's children and adults. Our support services are both face-to-face individually, and we also run support groups. We find more and more people are accessing our services every year. Those are provided free of charge and they're completely confidential. I think it's interesting to say that bereavement and grief isn't a medical condition, it's not a mental illness. It's a process, and some people do need help starting that process, or if they get stuck, and that's particularly where our volunteer counsellors do their work. We provide our services free of charge to our clients. Therefore, we're really dependent on funding to provide those expert services and to train and support our counsellors as well. So Heidi's Heroes have been an essential part of that funding. We need to train counsellors every year. The bursaries that Heidi's Heroes supply means that people who otherwise couldn't afford the training can bring their life experiences and help others. We're extremely grateful to Heidi's Heroes for their grant funding because it's helped us to reduce our waiting list. By having more volunteer counsellors, we can get to see people a lot more quickly. On average, we will see a client maybe after 6 weeks on the waiting list. It depends on their work commitments, their care commitments, where they are in the county. But it's very important to us that we get help to them as soon as we can.
My father was diagnosed with cancer, and after a fairly short fight against the disease, he passed away, and I found myself really struggling with all the emotions that come with losing somebody so close. I didn't feel like I could speak with my family. Things were too raw at home. My friends, I didn't want to burden them with how I was feeling. I got in touch with Cruse and I managed to see a lady there. And I very vividly remember my first meeting with this lady. It was wonderful. She gave me an hours of her time where I just cried. And that was the first time I had felt any release. And she gave me the space and the time to do that, and that meant so much to me. And she also made me bring my dad back to what I remember him the most. And that's the happy times and the good times rather than the pain. You know, is how we want to remember our loved ones. We want to remember the good things, not the bad things. So that's how Cruse really helped me. But they need people like me who's got the time. I've got the time to give other people that chance. And that's how I started with Cruse. And I found it the most fulfilling job role I've ever had.
We raised £5,000 just by donation at the funeral. So following on from that, with that amount of love and generosity, I thought there was, you know, and I just wanted to start something in memory of Heidi. Heidi was a Commonwealth swimmer in her day and had won a Commonwealth silver medal. So consequently we wanted to do something around swimming, and we therefore raise money and give additional lessons to children whose parents can't afford additional swimming lessons over and above what the schools provide.
Heidi's Heroes for the children is absolutely immense. The progress that those children make is enormous, but they've all made different types of progress. For some children, when they first started the session, they were just scared of getting in the water. You know, they didn't want to touch the water. For some children, it was putting their shoulders under, maybe putting their head under. So there's children that make the progress. They're water confident. They enjoy going to the pool. I've seen them going with their parents, with their friends afterwards, just enjoying being around water. For the Heidi's Heroes, seeing them splashing around, seeing them enjoying time with their friends in the water, it's something that we would not have seen previously. Now we've got Heidi's Heroes, and with the support we've had from them, we've had a much greater percentage of the children leave being able to hit that 25-metre mark, but also possibly more importantly, just confident in the water, able to go down to the swimming pool, able to go out down to the beach in the summer, splash around, have fun and be safe.
Since setting up Heidi's Heroes in 2013, we've raised more than £30,000 That money has come from a variety of people and a variety of places, and we'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who has helped and supported us. That money has come from a variety of people and a variety of places, and we'd like to say a real thank you to everyone who's supported us so far. Those people have been family, they've been friends, they've been business colleagues, and some even people we don't know. Doing good work costs money, and we need ongoing support and ongoing fundraising. If you'd like to get involved and help us with this, or run an event of your own at work, please get in touch with us. We'd love you to get involved, and thank you so much for your support so far.